Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel, AC Astro. And the topic today is the most asked question when we do live or when you meet astrologer or any person. The most asked question: when my marriage will happen and how it will be. This is the most important question also, because if your marriage is right, then everything in your life will be right. But if everything is right and marriage is wrong, then everything is zero. So now today we are going to discuss about the marriage yoga, how you can see, how you can assess in your chart. Let's welcome Akashji from Mumbai. Akashji, namaskar.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Namaskar. Rohitji, today, as on request of all our family members, they were asking me marriage, marriage, marriage. So I thought maybe I will make a complete video on marriage yoga only. So this is the video. It is a very basic video which will tell you that how and what marriage yoga is, why marriage yoga, and how to see it in your birth chart. Number one, Rohitji, it all started during the churning of ocean. A very important event in our Hindu mythology or Hindu culture is the churning of ocean, when various things came out of the ocean, and once out of that came Ma Lakshmi. Okay, she came out of the ocean, seated on the lotus flower, radiating beauty and divine grace. And the moment she appeared, all the devtas and asurs, they were captivated by her, her aura, and both desired to claim their own. But it became very evident that Lakshmi has chosen Lord Vishnu, and this unity turned into a marriage, and they were then considered a divine cosmic couple. So the marriage of goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vishnu symbolizes the eternal bond between wealth and prosperity, and preserving the aspect of universe that is, uh, Ma Lakshmi is wealth and prosperity, and Lord Vishnu is preserving the aspect of universe. The union represents the harmonious balance required for the prosperity of the world. Now, Rohiji, we have to always understand, we always, whenever there is a marriage happening in the Hindu culture, it is always the day of the marriage, the groom is considered as Lord Vishnu, uh, and the bride is considered as Ma Lakshmi. So basically, it is always that Ma Lakshmi is now entering our life. That is why after marriage, Rohiji, some things happen which are like unbelievable. Like sometimes after marriage, the house becomes so well, lit up, like so well aura or so positivity comes into the house that the house, even the poor house becomes a rich house. But sometimes after marriage, the unity, if it is not right, even the biggest of the biggest, richest of the people become poor. So that is all the blessings of Mahalakshmi and Lord Vishnu. It completely depends on the union and our planets, how they come in union, and uh, what kind of yogas are made after marriage is what determines that. Now, Roji, here another thing which is the importance of seventh house. Seventh house in Vedic astrology is considered to be the house of partnerships. And why, I will tell you later. But before that, because we are in the union of Mahalakshmi and Lord Vishnu, here the marriage, the seventh house is known as the Yuvati Bhav. It is the house of partnerships. Marriage is partnership. Just imagine, Rohitji, we are born in some different family. The girl is born in some different family. There is predestined unity return for you, both of them, and then you create your own family, you create your own kids. So beautiful, uh, this union is, and this happens from the seventh house. Okay, Rohitji, it is seventh house is the house of one-on-one relationships. That is, uh, some partner, like for example, I am your partner, you are my partner, one-on-one relationship. Now here, when the marriage of Lord Vishnu and Mahalakshmi happened, it denoted the sacred union of two divine beings to maintain cosmic balance and harmony. Remember, Rohitji, very important word, cosmic balance and harmony, because they are the creators of universe. So for
Hmm.
their marriage, maintained a cosmic balance and harmony for the universe. And for us, our marriage maintains balance and harmony in our space, in our universe, that is our home, our dwelling. Okay, So that is why the marriage, the whenever the marriage happens, the stars, the planets of wife and husband both are into play, not only one planet. Now, here another important thing is the seventh house lord. Natural seventh house lord in Kala Purush Kundli is Lord Shukra, that is Venus or Shukracharya. He's the Daitya Guru, but he has a placement in the nine divine planets. And Rohiji, it is the planet that signifies beauty, harmony, marital relationships, sexual attraction, power, and also birth, childbirth. Because if we literally translate Shukra into Shukranu, it is the element, the sperm of male human being, of male who generates a life
mm,
after union with the ovum. That is again Shukra, Shukranu. So when Shukranu meet each other, that is the time a new being is formed. So Venus, the role of Venus in childbirth and in marriage is a major, and it plays a very crucial role. So determination of Venus in your chart is more important, especially in your Navamsha. It is more important for marriage and for marriage-based predictions as well as interpretations. Now, Rohiji, here we have to understand that this story of Mahalakshmi and Lord Vishnu not only highlights the importance of seventh house in Vedic astrology, that means partnership, but also signifies that the cosmic bond that sustains harmony and abundance in the universe, and it serves the reminder of sacredness and sanctity of marriage in human life. Again, Rohit, every god, god's every act has a lesson to it, and
mm,
it is another another thing which is out of no context is we have seen Mahalakshmi and Lord Vishnu on a pose where Mahalakshmi is always in the feet of Lord Vishnu, and she's on the feet of Lord Vishnu, and she's what is she doing? She's just pressing his feet very gently all the time. This is a very significant pose. According to our Purans, the hand of the hand of the woman has Shukra, that is prosperity in her hand, and the legs of the human being of male has the demons in it. That is why when prosperity touches demon, it is the time your demon goes away and prosperity only comes. Prosperity keeps coming and coming and coming. Luigi, the seventh house. The seventh house is opposite to the first house, which represents the individual self. Now, marriage is a union that balances the duality of two individuals coming together as united whole. When we are married, we become a family. We become one, and so we say, that yes, I am complete today with my partner. I'm done.
mm,
I'm complete. So you become complete after marriage. That this concept of harmony and balance between two entities is reflected in the seventh house placement opposite to the first house, reinforcing its connection to marriage. That marriage and partnerships, yourself and the seventh house, when you become one, that is the time you become complete, united whole. Now, Rohiji, here if we see, this is our chart. This is the Kalpurush chart. Very important to see. These three houses are very important. Number one is the first house. The first house is yourself. The placement of your Lagna Lord determines whether you will get married or you will not get married. Whether you have a desire to get married or you don't have desire to get married. Whether your marriage will be successful by your own efforts or whether it will be not successful by putting even thousand efforts, you like millions of efforts, it will not be favorable. So first house is extremely important to determine marriage and marriage timing, as well as the lagna is very important because that lagnesh is becoming complete with someone else. So
mm,
lagnesh is very important. Second important house is the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of your love and romance. And the timing of event of marriage and childbirth is the fifth house. So nowadays it is completely, there is a fashion that we get married and the childbirth happens after 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. But earlier in our Vedic astrology, in Vedic families and in Hindu families or in Indian families, to be very specific, Roji used to get married and second year before the first anniversary, the baby was in the hand. So
mm,
basically, fifth house is the house of timing of event of a childbirth. So it is considered very important because if we see the childbirth, I will tell you a small instance of Mr. K. Rao sir. K. Rao sir, someone came to meet him and told him that my daughter is not getting married. So he saw the chart, and she was not married at that time. He saw the chart and he gave the chart back and he shook hand. He said, "Ki next in next 1.5 year you will become a grandfather." That guy, the guy who came to meet, got very angry. He said, "My daughter is not even married, and in our culture, talking without marriage, if you become a mother, it is completely a different thing." So he got
Hmm.
very angry and he went away. But 1.5 year later, he came and he said, "Ki, my daughter got married in 3 months after I met you, and today I'm a grandfather, and here is the sweets for you." So, Mr. K. N. Rao, he did not determine marriage through the seventh house. He determined marriage through childbirth. That is, childbirth is happening. That means marriage will happen. So,
Oh,
Rohitji, there
beautiful.
are so many, yeah, so many combinations. That is why first house, fifth house, and now the most important house is the seventh house. Rohit. Seventh house is the most significant house. Seventh lord is the is the significator of marriage. Now, according to Parashari system, seventh lord can be anyone. It can be Mars, it can be Moon, it can be Sun, anyone, right?
And
Saturn, anyone. Now, depending on what is the placement of the seventh lord, and what is the association of seventh lord with Venus, is then determines that how your marriage and where your marriage, what kind of marriage will happen to each. Are we clear so far? I am trying to explain this to people who do not know anything about astrology.
yes, yes, very much clear. And I was thinking this thing that from last month people took our advice about the, this career consultation so seriously. But I'm thinking that thing, Akashji, if you have a bad career, suppose you have a, bad encounter with your job and you will get some new, and again you again go for new or business, anything. You can change 5 jobs in a year, no problem. But if you get a bad encounter in marriage, no other chance, the life is ruined. So this is maybe my advice to all people, that before career consultation better you go for the marriage consultation. Because if that step is right, as Akashi told, if you're after marriage you can become king or you can become bilkul zero. So this is important, that this is right video what you have think about. And I'm very happy about your knowledge and your facts you told. Kn Rao sir story, amazing, very beautiful.
Yeah. So, Ruchi, moving forward, now here again, as I told you in astrology, to predict marriage, the seventh house in the birth chart is given top priority. As soon as we see that there is a big transit in the seventh house happening, big aspect that comes after a transit of bigger planets like Jupiter, Saturn, this is the time when we say that your marriage or the event of marriage can happen depending on your
Hmm.
dasha, antardasha, pratyantar dasha, sukshma dasha, everything. Now here, Rohitji, another thing that is, it is influenced by Venus, and Venus plays any there is a role of Venus 100% for your marriage.
Very important.
While other auspicious planets, Rohitji, that is Mercury, Jupiter, and Moon. These are the three other auspicious planets who also put an impact on marriage prospects. Okay. Now here it is, every chart is different, Rohitji. Every chart. There are thousands and millions, I can say millions of combinations in
Hmm.
every chart, that that some, like, according to our current status, the humankind only know less than 4% about astrology out of 100%, Rohitji. At less than 4%. Only sages like Varahamir and Bhrigu Rishi and Parasharaji, Gemini, they knew like more than 50%. They also didn't know 100%. They also were knowing 50-60%. The real knowledge lies with Lord Narada. Narad Muni is the first astrologer. And no one knows about this also. Narad Muni is the first astrologer ever. He was given this Gyan by Lord Brahma because he is the son of Brahma. And Brahma created Brahman, and he created this astrology system. He created the Vedas. He gave the inspiration to create Vedas. That is why if you see Brahma's hand, one of the hand has Vedas in it. That is knowledge. And the Devi of knowledge is sitting next to Brahmaji. So beautiful placement of Ma Saraswati. So now here, Rohitji, I will discuss 10 pointers here. Okay, Rohitji, out of thousands that can indicate marriage, or what kind of marriage you will have, or
I,
where you can have marriage.
as you told that Brahmaji created this astrology and everything. Lots of people, who don't believe in astrology, who just want to criticize you, say, if the astrologer is so big person, why don't he cure himself for this and that? I want to ask this thing, that if everything is karma, what we are facing, then why we have made these hospitals and doctors and medical stores? Let us face this health problem and face our karma. Why we try to cure that thing? Because God has made that cure also. So this is how we have a bad karma, we have a problems in the life, but God has made cure also, and that cure is astrology.
And astrology is the tool which tells you the timing of events, not the uh, there can be remedial measures, there are remedial measures, but not in a way that can, that you can surpass your karma. You have to face the karma. It is just timing of events. We Astrology can just tell you that this is the timing of event, that it will happen.
Mm.
Now how it happens, why it happens, how intensely it happens, that is completely on your karma's intensity.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
So now Rohit ji here, moving forward, seventh house lord. Now, if the seventh house lord is in the seventh house, it is called Swakshetra, like in my own domain.
On
This is a
house.
favorable, yeah, own house, Swashetra. This indicates, even if it's not Mool Trikon there, it is okay. It is still in the own place. Like, for example, for Aries ascendant people, if Venus is in the seventh house, it is Swashetra. Now, this is a favorable position indicating strong desire for marriage. Such people in the earlier phase only in life, they just say, I just want to get married. They have big dreams of marriage because marriage is everything for them. So, such people, and they're also likely to find a suitable life partner because their past life karmas allowed the seventh house to be in the seventh house lord. Now, if the seventh lord is in Kendra. That is the first house, the fourth house, the seventh house, or the 10th house. In these Kendra houses, the first house, remember, it is not full Kendra. It is Trikon as well as Kendra both. Okay? But it is still considered Kendra. Now, here it creates a powerful Kendrapati Yoga. Krenda, Kendra Adhapati Yoga. It is so difficult, Rohiji, to pronounce Sanskrit. But
Indrapati.
yes, yeah. Just think about it as Kendra Yoga. Don't worry about Kendra Adhipati Yoga. Kendra Yoga, that strongly influences that marriage and successful union with a compatible partner. Now, there is disclaimer here. If the seventh house lord is afflicted by any way, sitting with Rahu, sitting with Saturn, sitting with Sun, sitting with Mars, or you are Manglik in your chart, or there is some problem aspect of more than one planet, two planets which are bad or association with such planets, then the marriage will be disturbed. We have to find a suitable chart which cancels many yoke for you. Again, same with if the seventh house is in the Trikona, again Trikona Adhipati Yoga. You can also say Trikona Yoga because I also cannot spell it. It is the first house, fifth house, and ninth house. These are the Trikona houses, triangle houses. Okay. So now see, first house is Trikona also and Kendra also. Okay. So that is why Lagna is both good and bad. Remember. Okay. Now here, first house, fifth house, ninth house. These are the called the dharma house also. These are the
Mm.
dharma house also, right, Rohitji? According
Yes.
to dharma, artha, kama, moksha, these are the dharma houses, first five and nine. Here, placement of the seventh house lord indicates that it is very beneficial, harmonious, and happy marriage. Also determines that the marriage will be carried out with lot of dharma, like there will be loyalty in marriage because these are dharma houses. Now, again, if the seventh house lord is placed here and afflicted, for example, it is in the fifth house and it is debilitated and it is afflicted by some planet like Rahu on the other side and sitting with Ketu, then you are in trouble. Then there will be some kind of problem with childbirth and marriage, and there will be no love, disturbances. So, this is how your chart determines your marriage possibility. Now, if the seventh lord is conjunct with benefic planets, yes, then it is a very like Jupiter, like Venus. Then it indicates positive influence of marriage and possibility of supportive, fulfilling partner. I have seen many charts where I see that the seventh lord is very in a very favorable position. Just before this, I was doing a consultation and I saw seventh house lord in very good exaltation in Navamsha and in the first house. I told that you have got a lot of support after marriage, right? So she said that I'm married 25 years ago now. But not a single day my husband did not support me. He supported me every minute, everything I want to do. Being from an unorthodox family, still he supported me with every family member. Nothing. He made sure that nothing ever comes to me. I am always safe. So you see that kind of things also happen. And some people now, for example, if seventh house lord is conjunct with benefic planet, for example, let's say seventh house lord is Jupiter, is Jupiter and exalted in fourth house, exalted in fifth house, in fourth Rashi, and suddenly Rahu is sitting with him. So what happens? Your marriage is successful, but somehow after the birth of your children, your marriage starts getting a lot of problems because due to the kids. And in your old age, because the kids, Rahu is sitting there, it will make sure that the kids will not support you, not support you. So you, in this marriage only, your husband and wife have to make sure that they make arrangements for their older life. And if you do not see all this right now, then later when it happens, then you come to astrologer saying, "Give me one upay." Astrologer, no astrologer in the world can change your destiny or your karma. He can only give you timing events that this can happen. You have to be careful now. That's it. Now, Rohit, seventh house lord is in a friend's house. When seventh house lord is placed in a friendly sign or house, it enhances the chance of finding a compatible partner and a harmonious marital relationship. Such placement also promises love marriage. Now we say, "Oh, do I have love marriage in my chart? Do I have love marriage in the chart?" We have to
Hmm.
see how the seventh lord is placed, how friendly it is with other planets. That is how you friendly you will be with other people, and that is how you will find real love. Some people have seventh house lord in affliction or in problem on or in isolation. Such people are very introverts. They do not go and talk to other people. So how will they get in love marriage? But still, there are timing of events where you can see that this is the time period when your seventh house is in transit in this house, in the 11th house, for example. Now this is the time for you to open up and be very happy. That is how you should. That is how a astrologer can determine that if in this event, in this timing, any love affair can happen or you can meet a significant one or no. Now, which is seventh house Lord aspect by benefic planet. It is very simple to understand that if benefic placements, if benefic planets are aspecting, then the marriage will be harmonious. It will be there will be little ups and downs in every marriage, but pure harmony will only come when the seventh house Lord is not afflicted at all. Now, seventh house Lord with Venus or Moon. Now, remember, Venus is the most important thing you have to see in your chart. Now, if the seventh house Lord is associated with Venus or Moon, and how do I mean association? Okay, so for example, seventh house Lord is sitting in the house of Venus, or Venus is sitting in the house of seventh house Lord. Especially seventh house, Ruji, for my chart,
Hmm.
my seventh house Lord is Saturn. And Venus is sitting in the house of Saturn in the sixth house. And what is the
Oh.
sixth house? Sixth house is the house of daily work and routine,
Hmm.
workplace. I found my wife at my workplace.
Wow.
Okay, so this is how you say that where will I find my husband, wife, etc., XYZ from. Case study, I'm giving you exact case study, my case study. It is very clear. Saturn being a planet of separative tendencies rules my seventh house, and seventh house and sixth house both. And Venus is the lord of the marriage, is sitting in the house of the lord of marriage, that
Hmm.
is Saturn, and sitting in the sixth house. To said that I will get married from someone who I know from a workplace, and I met Zenith at a work event only, and then only we started talking and we got married.
Yes.
So you also just find the seventh house lord placement, which place, and you will find that. So, for example, if the seventh lord is placed in the third house, you will find some person from your neighborhood,
Hmm.
through your cousins, right? Through your brothers and sisters.
Or in present scenario, if we call, then he can find through social media, because third house
Through
social
social
media,
media, exactly. Third house, social media. 11th
Facebook,
house, social
Insta.
media, social
Yes.
connection. So, Rohit, many, there are many interpretations, and all depends on the placement of the seventh house lord, the afflictions, the problem it is going through. I open a kundli and I immediately say that, are you divorced? Are you going through some separation? Or, yeah, I have been divorced. Because I
Hmm.
know the seventh house planet is afflicted. and it is afflicted by planets like Rahu, Ketu, Sun, Mars, because they are the planet of separative tendency. They are authoritative planet. They do not want anyone else to put authority on you.
No,
They
no.
do not want to listen. They want to say. They just give a judgment. They do not want to listen. Now,
Right.
if the seventh house lord is exalted, during this time, a lot of doshas are cancelled. If the seventh house lord is exalted, even it is afflicted, it is still in power. Then also a lot of doshas are cancelled and your marriage is successful. And you get a lot of support and happiness from marriage. If the seventh lord is in Mool Trikona, that means it is in first to 10 degrees. For example, Saturn being the sixth and the seventh house lord, that is sixth lord or in seventh house, and sorry, being the seventh and the eighth house lord, if it comes and sits in the eighth house, okay, in first to 10 degree, it became Mool Trikona, right? In
Right.
Aquarius, okay, then such people will have good marriage.
Okay.
But the marriage will be happening from a very long distance.
Okay.
Okay, there are many things like potentially a foreign marriage can happen.
Oh,
Yeah, there are many, Rohit, but depends ki which planet is aspecting, what is the degree of the planet, is it combust, not combust, so many things, Rohit. It is not so simple, right? To just open a
very.
chart and see if my seventh lord is exalted, I will be doing this.
No, no,
Anyways,
no.
now if the seventh lord is with Rahu Ketu, association of the seventh lord with such planets can create complexities and challenges in marriage. Either unorthodox marriage, like an Indian descendant marrying a Spanish, some kind of Spanish or African person, for example, so, like completely out of caste, creed, religion.
Hmm.
Unconventional marriage, unexpected relationships. Okay, like in India, you come from a very poor family, but suddenly you are abroad and you marry like the person who's the richest person of that area. That is
Oh,
unconventional, unexpected partnerships. So that is also what Rahu and Ketu and these both planets give. But depending 95%, they will cause trouble only, because Ketu is the planet of detachment and Rahu is a hero. He says that how can a hero get married? A hero is the one who will not get married. He will have 10 girlfriends or 10 boyfriends. That is the kind of thing, Rahu. They take you out of marriage so that your marriage should break. Now, again, Ruiji, placement of Rahu, Ketu, Sun, and Mars in the seventh can determine separation, but it has to be further studied by some astrologer who you believe in, so that at least you have a vision before you are getting married or before you think about getting married. Or if you're in that state, marriage, whenever you are doing marriage, please remember that you have to make sure that the marriage, what we say, Ruiji, um, the Janam Patrika matching should be done.
very important. I told you that career consultation I was considering very important, but today when you tell me this, we are going to make this video. I was thinking that how I'm thinking wrong. The marriage is the most important thing here, because you once become wrong, go to legal problems, go to this and that, your life becomes worse. So I thank you for this beautiful video and research based video, and this is a very good video for the students also. But this is only one topic. From this you can see how Akashji do the research with personal examples and case studies. So the good time is coming, because from next month already 80 students have enrolled for the course, two batches completed, third batch is going on. So this is the time when you can also enroll for the beginners astrology course. This is the right time, I think, when you can Akashji, if you can please display that astrology class plate, so all students can know how to enroll. Through the mail ID or the WhatsApp number you can just enroll, and Akashji will give you the personal consultation as a gift with this class. Yes, those who will enroll will get personal consultation from Akashji. So this is not only that Guru is coming and teaching you, Guru is also telling something about your life, how it can be. So I think this is the right time. You can also enroll for the course. I has told that two batches already complete, third is starting, so you can just send details and fill the form, and you will get a enrollment details in the form. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, this is very simple thing. You can just have a mail ID and WhatsApp number on the screen. Just put your details here. Team will contact you, and you will have a personal consultation with Akashji. One-on-one consultation. He's in Mumbai right now, but very busy because all consultations are booked. And now going to Dubai, 9th onwards, he will be in Dubai for consultation, and then. So Akashji, thank you very much because a beautiful video, beautiful knowledge. I also constantly learn everything from you. Being a younger brother, I always, you teach to younger brother, but I get teachings from you every day. So this is a beautiful experience that I am also learning astrology from you. And I also suggest you and also I request you to next video if you can make on the second marriage, because lots of people now, this is a time of second marriage, lots of people in this world are wondering, oh, this is a ninth house second marriage, second house second marriage, they don't know, and combinations and lots of problems, how it will be against spoiled. So this is, I think, a problem. So if you can make a research based video on second marriage, then I request you on the behalf of all family members of AC Astro, then we will be, very happy if you make this video. Thank you,
ठीक है.
Akashi. Thank you very much. Thank you for this beautiful video, and thank you to all family members for subscribing. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, share this video with all your near and dears. We'll meet you in next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman.